kind of going to go through what I've been dealing with here lately with my anxiety, kind of tell you my history of it and some things that I've been dealing with, just to, maybe, if not for anything, just to help kind of make people understand a little bit more of what it's like to deal with it. I'm going to be doing a series of videos, something that I never thought I would do, but I feel like this is something that I can do to help maybe raise awareness, because I don't think people really understand how big of a deal it is. I had my first panic attack about 3 months ago, maybe about 3.5 months ago, somewhere around there. Scared me to death. I had no idea what was going on. I was actually in the hospital getting some stomach pain checked out and everything, and they were going to be doing a CT scan. I was drinking the iodine. Next thing I know, I had this rash come up on my chest. She gave me Benadryl for the rash, and within 30 seconds, I was in full-blown panic mode. I had no idea what was wrong with me. I felt, they say the term, I felt like I was dying, and that's exactly what it felt like. My chest was tight. I couldn't catch my breath. I was dizzy. I couldn't hold myself up. My jaw completely locked down. I couldn't open my mouth. I had to, my teeth were clenched. I was like this. My legs, my feet, my hands all went rigid because I got hypoxic during the whole thing. And so when your hands start drawing in and the muscles are bound so tight and you can't breathe, you can't move. My poor husband was scared to death. He didn't know what was going on. He thought I was dying as well. And you've got doctors and nurses who see this stuff all the time, and their first thing is, you're okay, just breathe. Well, when you're sitting in that bed and that's happening to you and you've never experienced them before, all you want to do is tell them to shut up and leave you alone. But it's an experience I don't think I'll ever forget. And so after I got calmed down from that one, I was fine. They sent me home. And then probably, I guess it was about a month and a half later, I put my experience out there. On the way to my niece's birthday party, I had one while driving. Thankfully, I was able to switch with Josh in time, and it didn't affect me being driving at the same time or anything. But I had my second one, and then an hour later, I had my third one, and then an hour and a half later, I had my fourth one. And that fourth one, I felt like I was really, really dying, more so than the first, because not only had my body gone rigid, but my body had gone weak. I could not hold my head up. I was doubled over. I felt like my insides were being ripped out. Every possible thought of what could be wrong with you was running through my mind at that time. I've not really been the same since that one. I've not been able to drive. I've not been able to take care of my kids. I've not been able to go to church. Sorry. They put me on a couple of different medications to try and stop them. They wanted me to take Xanax, but I refused. Didn't want to go that route. They put me on Buspar at first. I tried it for about 2 weeks, but I had such heavy side effects from that. My legs were heavy. I was dizzy all the time. I was nauseous. I had shooting pains going up my legs into my back. I was absolutely miserable. The anxiety was less. I was able to at least drive and go some places for a couple of weeks. But, once I told my doctor about the side effects, she said, those are too bad. We're taking you off. I said, okay. So I went in for my checkup, and she wanted to try Zoloft. And I was hesitant because, it's an antidepressant, and I'm not depressed. As far as that goes, I am not depressed. It is for anxiety. It's for a multitude of things. I took it for 3 days. And then the panic attack started. way worse than before I was on it. So I had multiple panic attacks. I'm still dealing with the after effects of coming off of it. I have gone grocery shopping that's the only place I've gone in a little over a week. The anxiety throughout the day of the thought of having another one is horrible. Of course, I'm here with my kids by myself. So, I'm worried. They know something's wrong, but they don't know what. And they don't understand when mommy has to lay down and can't get up. So, I wanted to put this out there, just maybe to kind of bring reality to this. Right now, my body is so messed up from being on the medication just for 3 days. And I'm not back to normal after today is day 4 of not being on anything since the Zoloft, and I'm still up and down. I can't sleep through the night. I wake up in a panic. My house is really clean. Helps to stay busy. So as you can see behind me, completely empty sink. I have had laundry going non-stop. I'm constantly wiping down my counters, vacuuming my floor, sweeping and mopping. I'm constantly finding something to do to try and keep my mind off of it, because keeping busy does help take my mind away from it and kind of brings it back down to a tolerable level. But yeah, just this stuff is not a joke. It's not something to kid around about. It's not something to make fun of. I am at rock bottom with this right now. I have stepped out. It's expensive. My husband has said go for it because we've heard so many people say it helps. But I am waiting on my Plexus to arrive. I'm going to be taking the ProBio 5, the Bio Cleanse, drinking the Slim every day, and trying their new Vital Biome. The Vital Biome is supposed to regulate the serotonin levels in your gut and help bring the anxiety and stress down and eliminate it once everything gets leveled out in your gut. So I've heard great things about it. I've heard great testimonies from people who have had bad anxiety and panic attack. I have watched several videos on YouTube about it, but I am at my last resort. I will not do any more prescription meds. I cannot go through the side effects and starting this all over again. I was at a point where I was able to drive. I was able to do things. I was able to go out on a date with my husband. And I've gone backwards. So, I'm trying this as a last resort. Y'all pray it works. Because the next step is they want to send me to a psychiatrist, and I don't want to do that. I'm not ready for that. So, and I know that all the psychiatrist is going to do is want to put me on more medication. And, I'm not ready for that. So, I want to do this as healthy as possible. I've already used essential oils. They help to keep the anxiety at bay when it starts, but once it gets so far up there, they don't work anymore. So, yeah, last ditch effort. Pray it works. I know I look rough, guys. It's actually been a really rough couple of days. But just wanted to put this out there as my testimonial before starting Pegasus. I want y'all to hold me accountable because I want to be able to say that I found something that works, something that I can put out there for all of you that suffer with this, because I have several people that have messaged me saying, been there, done that, suffered it, still suffering, on medication, couldn't do anything, couldn't drive, couldn't take care of my kids, didn't leave my house for months. You don't know how many people have messaged me and let me know that they've struggled with this. I never knew so many people did. So I just just wanted to give y'all a glimpse of what it's like. I'm not looking for attention or pity. I'm not looking for anything like that. Like I know some of y'all may believe. I just want to put it out there for those of you that are dealing with this. Like I said, I didn't know how many were, but I feel better knowing that I'm not alone in this, and that there's other people out there that I know that you never know that they dealt with it, because one, they hide it so well, and then the medication that one works, or you never know. I've not found that for me yet. I'm really trying everything before trying to go back to another doctor, costing more money, and I'm just trying every avenue before trying to go into a psychiatrist first. I want that to be my absolute last resort. I don't want to deal with any of that if I don't have to. So y'all pray for me. Pray for anybody that suffers with this stuff. It is a battle every single day. Like I said, my kids don't get it. They don't understand. They didn't understand yesterday when I missed both services. I got 5 minutes down the road in the car and I had to turn around and come back because I couldn't do it. So just pray for me. Pray this works. I know there's some out there that are going to say, you shouldn't spend the money on it. But at this point, I'm desperate. And if someone says it works, I want to try it. So y'all just, as I said, pray for me. And I'll update y'all with week 1. Thank you.